Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning back in. Now, I'm sure that when you have your rhubarb plant, you're not going to have the most successful years. Now, for this instance, my rhubarb plant right here, this one has a little bit of a dried leaf because there have been a couple of June bugs around my neighborhood lately. So a lot of the times these June bugs, they'll like to eat around and destroy pieces of the leaf here, as you can see by the brown tinted parts. Now you may not be the most experienced in your rhubarb plant, but that's why I'm here, is to help you out. Now, if you see these brown steps, don't be alarmed because it's very easy to get rid of them and to fix it. So the first thing you're gonna want to do is identify the problem. So obviously the problem is right here with a lot of this brown decaying leaf. So what you're gonna want to do is get rid of all of this brown leaf, all of this icky brown leaf, all of that, because that's just dead leaf and you don't really want that. But be sure when you are removing it is to be careful not to damage the actual leaf, because that'll just be harming your own plant. Want to get rid of that, and you're gonna want to try to get as most of it as you can. So now you've got this big gap here, and well, it's not really healthy for the plant, and it doesn't really look that good. So what you're going to want to do is buy these fancy plants right here called sycamore lilacs. Now, sycamore lilacs, these are very powerful plants. So what you're going to want to do is actually take a little bit of the petals here. Now, these petals, once you stick them in the ground, they're kind of like weeds. When you stick them in the ground, they'll just spread. Now, what sycamore lilacs can do, Now, what sycamore lilacs can do is that they can actually help other plants regrow some limbs. I mean, mostly for smaller plants, because since these are kind of smaller plants. But if you have a much greater quantity of these sycamore lilacs here, they can actually really help repair damaged leaves off of your other plants. Now, they can't repair for, say, tree leaves, because since the tree's trunk is so large, but they can help repair these smaller plants like rhubarb, for example. So what you're going to want to do is take a couple of these buds from the sycamore lilacs, so maybe 3 of them or so, and you're going to want to bring them back to where your damaged rhubarb plant is. And what you're going to want to do is kind of put them towards the base of the root. And then you're going to want to bury those sycamore lilacs deep within, kind of by the main, but where the damaged rhubarb leaf is. And what those sycamore lilacs will now do is that they'll reattach to the dirt, and they'll eventually spread like that. But don't worry, they're not going to hurt the rhubarb. What they're going to do is that they're going to add some of their regenerative nutrient and then put it back into your damaged rhubarb, and then eventually in about a week or so, on average, this leaf will actually regrow and turn into a much more beautiful green leaf. Now yeah, that's gonna be it for today's episode. Sorry it's been a little bit shorter, and sorry I haven't uploaded for very long. It's just that I've had some more personal stuff to do in my life. But anyway, if you liked the video, be sure to hit a thumbs up, and if you didn't, be sure to leave some helpful comments in the comment section below, so that way you can tell me how you'd like to run the channel your guys' way. Anyway, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later. Take care.